Today on Craft Table, we're planning and creating a big birthday celebration. From the invitations to the cake toppers, party decor, and take-home favors, we're throwing a creatively fun party that your family and friends will love. Let's get crafting. I'm Kristin Gambaccini, and this is Craft Table. Sometimes it seems in the digital world we're in that everything is online. Our invitations to parties are online, invitations to school events are online, birthday party invitations are online, and it's convenient and it's fast and it's free because we're not paying for the postage or the cards. But sometimes it's nice to go old school and make birthday invitations that are special and unique for each child. One thing I've learned as a mother to many is that any small thing I can do to make their day a little bit more special makes a huge impact in their memories. So I'm going to show you today how to make some really cute homemade birthday party invitations that are so easy. I know a lot of people think like, oh my gosh, there's no way I could make my own cards, but let me walk you through the steps and show you how simple it really is. We're taking some white cardstock paper, which you can buy at the grocery store, you can buy it at the craft store, you can buy them anywhere, and we're folding it in half. I have some party scrapbooking paper. Again, the craft store is your best place to go for that. A pom-pom ball, some yarn that kind of depicts the elastic or the string that goes underneath the hat. And then I actually am using a little bit of Christmas decor. This is some silver tinsel, but it's still available at the craft store even though it's Christmassy. And I'm using that here along the bottom of our hats to just dress it up. Super simple, some glue, some scissors, these supplies, and we're gonna make an invitation that your kids can help with and that the receiver will love. Let's get started. Now typically this is a project that you could totally use a glue stick or even a school craft glue. I'm going to use hot glue just so it dries faster as we move along. So as I said before, we're taking our white paper, we're just going to fold it in half. And then the next step is going to be to take your craft paper, your scrapbooking paper, any design that you want, but a lot of times you can find ones that are specifically for birthday celebrations. And we're gonna cut a triangle from the paper. And I have one traced here on the back, but you can freehand this as well. Doesn't have to be perfect, just basically a triangle. You can make it tall, you can make it short, whatever you wanna do. And then we're gonna make sure that it's gonna fit here on the paper. And this one kind of goes over my paper a little bit, so I'm gonna trim it up to make sure it fits inside of the size of my paper. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna glue this on. And again, this is something you could totally use. Just a glue stick or even double-sided tape would work perfect for this sort of project. So we have our hat glued onto our paper. I am going to add my top pom-pom ball, and we have, in this one, there's a lot of oranges and reds and blues and greens, so I really can't go wrong with color. So I'm gonna do orange just to give it a really fun pop here at the top. Now, if you glued this on with a glue stick, you would have to use quite a bit. I would suggest either using like a craft glue or hot glue to get your pom-pom ball to stay on, especially if you're putting this in an envelope and planning on having it sent through the mail. The next step is going to be to add your string. So again, I'm just gonna pick a color here. I've got red. I've got yarn. My yarn is cut, I don't know, what is this, maybe 12 inches. And I'm just gonna hot glue it here on the corner. Let me move some stuff out of the way so you guys can really see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put a dab of hot glue on the corner, on both bottom corners of the hat. I'm gonna attach my yarn and then I'll bring this side around and attach it here. Just so it kind of hangs like this within the inside of the card. And then I'll just cut some of this extra off. We will be covering it with the tinsel, so you really won't be able to see it anyway, but it'll just give it a cleaner look. And then I have a piece of tinsel here that I'm gonna cut down to size to fit the bottom, just to make it a really fancy party hat. And the same thing, I'm just gonna run a length of glue along the very edge of the paper. Take my tinsel, press it down. I know I've said it before, and I'll probably say it 100 times more. My glue gun is so hot, so when I'm doing something like this, I always wanna make sure I'm really careful about where I'm putting my fingers once I'm using my glue gun. So I've got that, and so far, I mean, it's super cute, totally looks like a party hat. I'm gonna add one more step. This is optional. You could also have your kids handwrite this step. I think the most adorable thing to do would be to have the kids handwrite the invitation information, especially if you're not inviting a lot of people. You could also print it out beforehand on your computer, or mom and dad can write it out. But I'm gonna take a little stamp here that says happy birthday. It's just a simple stamp that you'll find at the craft store. There's nothing fancy about it. I'm going to use, let's see, I'll use the red. Craft, it's just an ink pad, very inexpensive. This is another fun supply that you can have on hand for your kids. If your kids are starting to get into crafting and creating, this keeps them busy for so long. A couple stamps and some ink pads. So you just want to put a little bit of your ink on your pad. And for this one, I think I'll do it right here along the bottom like I did my sample. And I'll just kind of eyeball it, line it up, press down, and ta-da. Done. Super cute. The kids could put the stamp at the top, they could put it at the side. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do this, but who wouldn't love to get an invitation like this in the mail? I would be so excited for the party. Happy crafting. Okay, so we're back with Rosie and Bash. We've made our invitations. Now we're gonna make our cake toppers. These are so adorable on top of cakes, but they'd also be good for on top of birthday presents or even just decoration. We took some animals that we found at the store, just some toy animals, and this particular set, I believe it was like a zoo theme, but you can do this with dinosaurs, you can do this with safari animals, whatever it is that your child prefers. And we've picked out the paint colors that we like. So Bash has orange, Rosie has like a teal green, and we're gonna paint the body of our animal.
I wish I had mine like that.
You wish you had that color? So when we paint the bodies, we want to make sure to just paint the middle section of the animals and maybe a little bit of their legs, but we don't want to paint the whole thing. We're basically making a fun birthday shirt or birthday pajamas on our animals. So we're going to get started and we're going to just do around the neck, a little bit of the legs, and the body. Are we ready? Okay, let's start painting. Yep, yeah, actually, and these marks on there are actually perfect. So grab some paint on your paintbrush. Good, maybe let's get a little bit of this off. Just a little bit. There we go. Now, acrylic craft paint is really what you want to use for this.
Mom?
Right here on the body. Perfect, buddy. A lot of the children's paints, those little containers, it's not going to work for this project, unfortunately. So you do want to make sure that you're getting a bottle of acrylic craft paint. Now, if they get it in spots where we don't want it, it's fine. You can just wipe it off once they're finished.
Mama.
Yeah. Okay, do this side. Yep, you can get more paint. You're right. Good job. Okay, so we've let our animals dry. The paint is fully dry. We cleaned them up a little bit on the places that we got paint where we didn't want it. The next step is going to be to actually decorate the clothes. Now with these guys, you can see that I added some of our little pom-pom balls. But most importantly, we added a party hat. This is my favorite step. It's my favorite touch on our animals. So all you need for these is a piece of felt. You can buy felt in a package with all different colors, or you can go to the craft store and buy just one sheet of felt if you just want one color. It's not expensive at all, and it's a great item to have in your craft supply. So I just have a small rectangle here, and this is what I'm going to use to cut out our hat shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my felt and cut it into almost like a cone shape, where the bottom is rounded, the top comes out at a point, almost like a flat party hat. And we would basically wrap this over and hot glue this edge right here. Now I already have 2 hats made for Rosie and Bash. Bash picked a pink one, and he actually got one of the little pom-pom balls stuck in it. And Rosie has a purple one. And these were made using the cone shape. So we're gonna hot glue our pom-pom balls on the top. And I'm gonna do this step for them since the hot glue gun is so hot. Just a little bit of hot glue here at the tip. Hold on one second, honey. Yeah. And then just press it down. Okay, now we're gonna do Rosie's. And again, I'm just gonna put some glue here at the top. Be very careful and press your pom-pom. No, I'll hold this part. Yeah. Press it. Perfect.
I don't know.
Okay, next we're gonna hot glue the hats onto the tops of the animals' heads. Now this part, Mommy is going to do the whole thing, okay? Just because I've got to put quite a bit of hot glue. So I'm going to put some hot glue here along the rim on the inside, and maybe even a little bit extra, so when you put it back on the head, the glue falls down and helps hold it in place. I have a line here. Okay, hold on. I have a line here on the felt that would be the back, so I want to make sure I line that up, and then just press the hat on. Perfect. Look at how big his hat is. It's so cute. Okay, Bash, your turn. Hold on one second. We'll use that next, buddy. All right. Let's put your elephant's hat on. You ready? Got some hot glue. Watch your fingers. Mommy puts it on your elephant. Just press it down. Okay, so now we're going to kind of embellish our hats a little bit. They're totally fine the way that they are, but I'm going to add some of this tinsel trim that we used when we made our birthday party invitations, and just hot glue a little strip of it along the bottom of the party hat, the same way we did with our birthday invitations, just to add a little touch of fun. Yes, sweetheart. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so we're gonna just attach these, and I've got the 2 ends kind of attaching in the same spot. Hold on one second. Okay, I need you to quiet. So I've got the 2 ends attached where the felt overlaps. Super cute, super fun. Okay, now Rosie has an idea for her animal. She wants to add some pom-pom balls. You need one more. Yeah? And where do you want to put these? Right along the back, which is a cute idea. Totally fine. It's adorable. So I'm going to put a length of hot glue, and then be careful. Don't touch the glue. Got pink. Pink next. I'm going to help you because the glue dries fast. And then white. Purple. I don't think we have another pink one out, honey. Perfect. So cute. One more? I love it. Great job, Rosie. I can add the trim on her hat. I also took Sharpie markers for some of these guys and added some polka dots onto their pajamas or onto their party clothes. Another idea is to take a very thin layer of felt and glue it along the edge where you stopped painting to kind of finish up their shirts here along the feet and along the back. Really, the possibilities are endless. You can even add a pom-pom ball to the tail. These are party balloons that I found in the cake aisle at the store that I just attached to the giraffe's tail. It's honestly, let your kids go wild. Let them decorate these however they want. There's no wrong way to do it. They're just adorable. Bash is literally pulling out all the tinsel, but just have fun with it and enjoy. Happy crafting.
From high school sports to community events and beyond, you can find all of your favorite local shows on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
Hi, I'm Kristin Gambaccini from Craft Table. You can check out my show as well as other local favorites such as Medina Minute, Cooking with Kelly, and Leisure and Literature on Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
Check us out right now on Channel 100 or search Armstrong Neighborhood Channel on YouTube for playlists and much more. Spirit, town pride, community. This is the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
So we've got our invitations made, we've sent them out, we're ready to get started planning the party. And what better way to plan a party, to celebrate a party, than with party poppers? And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, those things are messy, and they can be, but these are homemade ones. The kids are gonna love making them, and we're filling them with larger pieces of paper. We're not doing those little tiny confetti pieces that get everywhere. I'm using larger shapes. So these are circles. There are tissue paper circles, and I made these with a paper punch. If you recall, I used a paper punch in my abstract wall art. It was a triangle-sized paper punch, and it was just as simple as putting the paper in the punch, pressing down. You could put multiple layers in, especially tissue paper because it's so thin, and just get a whole bunch of fun, colorful circles. And then I also cut these ones just, they're almost like a rectangular shape, but I just did strips of paper with these as well. And the more colorful, the better. You also need a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll. Either one will work. It just depends on, how big you want to go. So as you can see, my samples here are different sizes, so it doesn't really matter either way, but you want to make sure that you're saving your toilet paper rolls. You'll need some balloons. You'll need one balloon for every party popper you're going to make. You'll need some glue, either a glue stick or hot glue. Again, I love using the hot glue, especially for today when we're taping because it's fast drying. And then you'll need your scrapbook party paper, which you already have from sending out your invitations. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our toilet paper roll, and I have my party paper here, and I think I'll do this one that has fun balloons on it. And we just want to attach it to our toilet paper roll. So this one's already kind of cut to size for me, so I don't have to trim it or anything like that. And I'm gonna wrap it around. I'll put a little dab of hot glue on this side and go maybe more than a dab actually, because I want it to hold it pretty good. I'm gonna wrap the paper around, press it down, hold it tight, it dries. Okay, so we have a top and a bottom to these poppers. The top would obviously be where all of the confetti is going to come out. The bottom is where we're adding our next step, which is our balloon. So we're going to take a balloon and we're going to probably just about a half of it. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want to cut off the bottom half of the balloon. So you're keeping the opening of the balloon, and the half that we've cut, you don't need this half that we've cut off. We don't need that anymore. And you're just gonna kind of take it and stretch it out with your fingers and put it over, and see how this is unfinished? This is the side that I wanna attach my balloon to. So you wanna put it over your toilet paper roll, pull it a little bit, make sure it's a pretty tight fit. And then we will tie this. So we have it tied here in a knot, because what this part is actually going to do is when you pull it out and let it go, the air is going to push out your confetti. So You could stop here, but I'm gonna add just a little piece of paper right here to the rim to cover up the edge of the balloon, just to give it a more finished and fun look. And so, which paper do I wanna use? I'll use this one because it has dinosaurs, and Bash loves dinosaurs. So this would be the one that he would love to use. And I'll trim it down this side a little bit too, so I don't take off the dinosaur. And then again, I'm just gonna glue it around the paper. This way, so the dinosaurs line up with the balloons. So again, the same thing I did before, I'm gonna finish gluing this around, have it touch this other edge. Okay, and as you can see, my edges, they don't line up exactly, but there's definitely like a back side. Again, doesn't matter, kids are not gonna be paying attention to this, it's just me and how crazy I am about stuff. So we've created our popper with just those simple supplies. And the next step is going to be to just add your confetti. And there's no right or wrong way, mix it up, add some all different shapes, however you want to do it. Totally up to you how much you want to add too, because we all know if this gets on your floor, you're the one that has to clean it up too. So don't feel obligated to put a ton in there, just enough to make it fun when it pops out. Okay, here we go. Woo! Happy crafting. So we've done our party invitations, we've done our cake toppers, we've done our party poppers. The last step is the favor, the take-home favor, which is debatable whether it's necessary for a party, but it's certainly fun, especially when your take-home favor is cotton candy. We love cotton candy. It's such a great, inexpensive way to give something to your guests as they leave. This idea is super quick, simple. The kids are itching to have a bite of this cotton candy, so I'm going to tell you real quick what we did. I bought bulk cotton candy at the store. I bought pink and I bought blue, and we separated it into small balls. I have these plastic bags that you can find in the cake aisle at the grocery store, or a lot of times even at the craft store you can definitely find them, but you'll find these for like treat bags. They're just clear bags. And then paper straws. These are all different colors. We've got red, pink, purple, blue, orange, whatever color that you want. And we are going to create these fun cotton candy, I guess they look like lollipops, but they're just a great way, something fun that they can walk away with holding. It's adorable. A little bit of ribbon just makes a cute presentation. Are we ready to make them, guys? So we have our cotton candy in the bags. And if this is something that you're giving to someone, you might want to be the one that separates the cotton candy into the separate bags, because it's very tempting for little ones to lick their fingers and try the cotton candy as you're doing this. Now this bag I've already cut down to size. This one is still long, and I'll show you why you can go either way. So we're gonna take our paper straw and we're just gonna stick it right in the middle of the cotton candy. And Bash's paper straw is a little wet, so it's bendy. He's been using it as an actual straw for air. We have it in all the way through the cotton candy. We're gonna gather the bag around the straw. I have blue ribbon here, and Rosie has a little piece of pink. And we're just gonna tie a knot.
Mommy, I know how to tie.
I know you do. And then a bow. Straighten it out a little bit. Okay, so we've got our bows. I'm just gonna curl the ribbon, which is just a matter of taking the edge of the scissors, running it along underneath my thumb to make this curl. And I'll do Rosie's. That one. And we've got this end piece. Now, I told you how I cut Bash's shorter. His just kind of has not as much hanging over the edge of the straw, whereas Rosie's is a little bit longer and comes over the straw. It's just a matter of preference. It's a matter of the look that you like. Either way, no matter how you do it, I don't think anybody will be disappointed to go home with some cotton candy. Do you?
No.
No. Happy crafting.